Hello and welcome back to another Blacklist walkthrough guide. Today I'm going to be talking specifically to industry members and specifically about how to search through the incredible writers that we have using our website. If you're interested in finding more information about how to search through projects, we have a companion video to this that is specifically all about projects and the searchable database. So I'd encourage you to check that out. But for now, we would navigate from the dashboard. So this is the first thing that you see after logging into your industry account. And you'd come over here in the left-hand navigation panel to the Search Writers tab. You'd open that up. And from here, you'd start to see all of our incredible writers. Before we dive in, I do want to point out the number that you're seeing right here. For the purposes of this walkthrough guide, we are using a sandboxed version of the site. That's just to protect the information of our writers and their projects. We have many thousands of writers who use our website. So the number that you see here is a made-up number just so that we can really walk through what your options are here. When you go to the website, you will see so many more real and incredible writers that are out there working that have amazing projects waiting for you. So first up, let's talk about Blacklist Recommended. So if you select this option, you will be shown writers who have a project that has been identified by our professional readers as being among some of the strongest on the site. They are Blacklist recommended, and they have a gold badge indicating that. So their individual project will have that badge, and their writer profile will have it as well. And in fact, we can see on Usha Reynolds' profile, not only she has a heart next to her because I've added her to one of my collections, but also we can see that she's got a badge on her profile right there, indicating that she has a really strong project that many readers have liked. If you know that you are maybe on a quick deadline or you really want to get to reading, you could select available for download. So that means that the writers that you would be seeing here are only those that have at least one project in their writer profile that is online. And that means that you could click through to it right now, open it up, and read the PDF immediately. I will say, if you don't need immediate access to a PDF right now, this is not a selection that you need to make. It will limit some of the results that you see. And look, if you find a writer that has a project that you're really interested in, but it's not available for download right now, it's not online, you can really easily just open up their writer profile page and send them a message explaining a little bit about who you are, why you'd love to read their project. And look, 9 times out of 10, that writer is going to respond really immediately and be more than happy to share their PDF with you. All right, so beyond that, you've got a couple other search filters to work with. First up is format. So on the Blacklist website, we work with 4 primary formats. So screenplays, TV pilots, both half-hour, multicam, and single-cam, as well as hour-long. Theater, which includes stage plays and musicals. And fiction. Now, for our writers on the site, while we do occasionally, in specific circumstances, have information about published books, primarily we are interested in unpublished manuscripts. So if you select fiction here, you're mostly going to be looking at the profiles of writers that have an unpublished manuscript on the site, because that's what we're all looking for. We're looking for incredible books. We're looking for incredible films and things that have not yet been made. So let's say you select the film format. You would then be shown all of the writers on our site that work in that format or that have a project in their account that is currently in that format. Similarly with TV, with theater, and with fiction. From there, if you know that you are specifically looking for a writer that is maybe really well-versed in action comedy, or let's say they really, really work in the sci-fi space, you can specify that, and then your search results would include only writers that have projects that meet that genre selection. I will also note here that in terms of the search results, you can include contains. You can also match exactly, or you can fully exclude. Maybe you just really, really don't want to work with anybody who's dabbling in, let's say, I don't know, crime thrillers. You can fully exclude that. And then tags as well. You can get incredibly specific here. We have a lot of options for you to work with. You can select one or multiples. And again, they can match exactly or exclude. And what shows up in the search results are writers whose projects align with your selection. And then writer affiliation. So are they a member of a professional guild? Are they a writer that's gone through one of our laboratory programs? Or are they a writer whose script has been included on the annual list before? Writer details. So these are demographic details about the writers themselves. You can get incredibly specific here if you're looking for a specific demographic of writer that you'd like to represent or you'd like to dig into the work that they have included on the site. You can also filter by are they already represented or not? And even specific experience, right? If you know that you have a project coming up that is going to require the writer to have some really, really specific technical information or maybe a medical background, you can search for that here too. I will flag that some of this information is optional for writers to include, so it may not be a full picture of the entire writer membership on our website, but it'll allow you to really, really get specific if you are looking for a specific type of writer. And finally, achievements. We have a pretty comprehensive list here of some very impressive achievements. So if you are looking for a MacDowell Fellow, if you are looking for a Nickel finalist, a Tony nominee or winner, you can select that here, and then you will be shown only those writers that meet those search parameters. And then, of course, if you are kind of hitting a wall and you want to start over, instead of deselecting everything, you can just hit reset right here and it'll wipe the slate clean for you. There you have it. I hope that answers your questions. I hope it's useful. As always, we'd love to hear from you. Tell us whether or not this was helpful. Feel free to ask questions in the chat or email us anytime you'd like. We always love to hear from you.